Hey guys, Leland here. Just was going over the new objection form myself and figured I'd make a quick video just so that um, I can just kind of give you guys a little once over my thoughts on it. Um, so without further ado, I'm going to share my screen here and kind of go over this new form with you. Okay, so here we are. New Mexico Association of Realtors Notice of Objection number 1. So I left this blank because I didn't feel like putting all my clients' personal information on there. But the key thing here is that this is not an agreement, so it's not going to be signed by both parties. And that's I believe, the purpose behind creating this whole new form. Another key thing to remember is consult with the lender, because any sort of resolution you come to is going to have to be in writing, and that will be an agreement, and you will have to send that to the lender, which is a whole new thing, right? So if we agree to repair the stucco or repair the sewer, the septic, any of that crap on this objection form, excuse my cussing here, then the lender is going to see that, and they're going to want documentation that's been completed, which is not a good thing. It's going to change the whole way we do things. And then that's my understanding at this moment. This is the first time I've used this form. So I just wanted to kind of go over that with you guys real quick. That's the most important thing I see with this form, is that whatever we come to in an agreement, it's going to get in front of that lender. So you got to be real careful of what you put. I mean, for me, a credit or money off is the best thing at this point. If you can see right here, it may have a detrimental impact on the buyer's ability to get the loan. Hey, if the septic system is shot, they're not going to lend on this thing until the septic's in and they have a paid invoice, right? And they can document that that's in. Same with, I don't know, a busted sewer line, a busted pipe, so many different things. The roof falling in or leaking. Hey, we want the roof repaired. Well, we used to put that on our objection form. Everyone agreed to it. It would get done behind the scenes. The lender didn't get to see that. Well, now they're going to get a copy of our resolution form, and that's going to throw off a lot of deals, because they're going to want to see a paid invoice for that roof, see that the work has been done, all that before they will fund and close. So keep that in mind, guys. That's a big thing. This form right here is not an agreement, right? Because this is our negotiation form. So we fill out this objection form. You have the right to object to basically anything, right? Come down here, we have inspections, documents, buyer observations, other, and then you just write in what you're objecting to. In this case, mine is a sewer line. We're asking for $10,000 now, or $7,500. Now, I'm objecting to a sewer line, but what I'm really asking for is a credit. I'm not asking for a sewer line to be repaired, because if I were to ask for that sewer line to be repaired, the lender, and that goes on our final resolution form, the lender is going to see that, and they're going to want to see that to be completely done. They're going to want to see the paid bills, all that fun stuff. So just keep that in mind. Excuse me, dry throat here. Get a little water. So that being said, this is your objection form. Check it out, read through it. It's got your buyer's signature or initials. It's got what you're objecting to, what you're requesting, more buyer initials, right? You can actually here add in a form if you run out of space, which is cool, because on our old one, we would kind of have to just piece it together. But it's got a space for that. Now, something really cool right here, or a whole new different thing too, is it kind of explains what happens if we don't come to a resolution. Well, they're giving us another whole 2 days to come to a resolution after a resolution deadline. So keep that in mind. That if we don't come to a resolution, the buyer can remove their objections within 2 days. It says right here, of the resolution deadline, and then we shall move forward. Now, if we don't come to a resolution, it says right here, earnest money, if delivered, will be refunded to the buyer. Now, there's, everybody likes to argue over that, but it's really plain and simple and black and white. But yeah, check that out. 2 days after. And so it's going to extend our resolution deadline effectively 2 days for some reason. I don't know why, but basically the buyer can come in here and sign this right here, buyer withdrawal of objections, and remove any objections, and then we're still under contract and moving forward. So that's a whole new thing. The other new thing with this is how the response happens. So this is the objection form. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the response to the notice of objection form, and I'll put that over here in front of my thing. So this is just a response form, right? So again, not an agreement. If you notice, it's only signed by one party. It's the one responding. And then the second party initials here is that they've seen it, okay? Just signed by one party. So this is not creating an agreement. It's just a back and forth. And then, so say I object for my buyers, the seller responds. Now, if we want to go back, we're just going to fill out another one of these. So this would be number 1, and then we're going to fill out number 2, and we can go all the way to 50 if we want. So that's a whole new way to do it. It's a whole nother form. They're adding more forms to our situation, but I think it's a good way to do it. And then once we've come to an agreement, everybody's come to a resolution. There's another form called the resolution form, the 5143. Boom, right here. And this is where you're going to say, okay, we've agreed to repair, replace. Now look, if they're going to do this again, be careful, because this one is actually going to go to the lender. See, we got buyer, seller, signature. So this becomes an agreement. So this gets turned into the lender. So they're going to see that the roof has holes, that there's mold, that there's sewer line that's bad, any of that stuff. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're going through all this, that the lender's going to get, they're not going to let you close on a house that has mold. They're not going to let you close on a house that has roof issues. They're not going to let you close on a house that has sewer issues. So in my situation, what I'm doing is I'm keeping all that off of here, and I'm just going for a credit or a price modification right here. See, and I'm going to reduce the price. So kind of like our other price modification form, this is now a resolution form. This becomes an agreement, and this actually goes to the lender. So like I said, just be aware of what you're asking for on the repairs and what the lender is going to kick out and the issues it's going to cause. That is all I got for you on the new objection form. We do have a new purchase agreement form, which I have not had a chance to look at yet. I'm going to take a look at that, and I'll get back with you. We also have this new notice of buyer withdrawal of unresolved objections form. That's if we get to that resolution date, it doesn't happen. Hey, we want to remove our objections. And also, look, something interesting is its objection number, right? Very interesting. Maybe we should start, like you saw on my objections form, I didn't number those objections because I wrote it out more in paragraphs form. So this to me looks like I need to start using, number 1, number 2, and number 3, which I have done in the past, but just it's not a constant with me. So just keep that in mind. Here's the resolution removal form. The objection removal form, if you are past the resolution date, you didn't come to resolution, and the buyer says, you know what, let's just do it. You come in here, you fill this out, and get it to everybody. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Let me figure out how to stop this share.